Hi guys, welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day video. This is episode number 7 and I can't wait to show you all of my meals for the day. So as you know, I always start my day with water with lemon. I got a big glass of water. I squeezed the juice of half a lemon into this glass and I filled it with some fresh tap water. Now I'm in Vermont, so the water is coming from my parents' well and it is so yummy. So after I drink my glass of water, I took the dogs for a walk. This is the area that my parents live in. It's super beautiful. It's green. That's their little dog, Bowie. And it just was a magnificent morning. Look at this beautiful landscape. I love it. So after our walk, me and my mom went to the gym and I had to get just a little bit of a snack beforehand. I grabbed 2 Turkish figs on my way out the door. After the gym, we ran a few errands, so we stopped at our natural local food store, and I was so hungry, so I ended up just snacking on a few dried mulberries and also some dried mango, and this is the dried mango that I buy. I love it. It's so good. And we also picked up a kombucha, and I tried this new strawberry serenity flavor, and I actually really enjoyed it. After that, we stopped at our local farm stand and picked up some more produce for some of the recipes I was testing today. These are their local strawberries. They are so delicious. I shared them in my June favorites video, and this is my favorite place to shop in the summer. Then we got home, I made some breakfast. So I made a chocolate peanut butter protein smoothie, started with some spinach, used this chocolate peanut butter protein powder. I'll link in the description below. It's vegan and it's from Amazing Grass. It tastes really yummy. I also added in some turmeric and some cinnamon. I did some frozen banana, some frozen strawberries, and some frozen blueberries. That's my dad in the background. He was getting ready to go to work. And I also did a big scoop of raw cacao powder, added in a little bit of almond milk, and also some water for my liquid. And this ended up making 2 smoothies, one for me and one for my mom. And it was just a light, simple breakfast, and it tasted like chocolate and peanut butter, so it was super yummy. So I ended up doing a bunch of recipe testing today. The first recipe I made was quinoa sushi, and I actually started making it with cauliflower rice. So I roasted the cauliflower rice and then I mixed it in with some quinoa, and it turns out to be a really sticky texture, and this is how I assemble the roll. So I spread some of the rice quinoa mixture on the bottom, spread it out with my hands, and it's probably about 1/3 of a cup down on the nori sheet, and then you just layer on your veggies. I did some shredded cabbage, some sliced cucumber, some red bell pepper, some julienned carrots, a little bit of scallion, and also an avocado. And then I rolled this without a mat, but it's actually way easier to use a sushi rolling mat. I'll link one in the description below. I just didn't have one on me. So you have to kind of carefully roll it away from you and squeeze it tightly as you roll each time. And then the trick to keeping them sealed is that you actually want to wet that end that is exposed with a little bit of water, and then just roll it through and then squeeze it tight together. And then you can seal it again by just adding a little bit of water. If the nori is coming up, then you slice it, and this is what it looks like. It's like a gorgeous veggie rainbow roll. I dipped it in some soy sauce, and it was so delicious. So after our sushi, we ended up having a little afternoon snack. I split this with my mom. I sliced up 1 local Vermont apple, and then I served it with about 2 tablespoons of my favorite peanut butter in the world. The peanut butter is from the Vermont Peanut Butter Company, and it's their chunky variety, and it tastes so good. It is made with all natural ingredients. There's no GMOs, anything like that, and it's really simple ingredients. Trevi also is obsessed with this peanut butter. I gave her a little snack because she just loves them. So you might recognize our dinner from another What I Eat in a Day video, but this was the second recipe that I was testing for the day. You guys have been asking for it forever, and so I finally am sharing it. I will link it in the description below when it's live, but this is my BBQ Quinoa Pizza. So I start with the base of my quinoa pizza crust. The recipe is on my blog. And then I do a layer of barbecue sauce, and then I do some shallots, some quartered cherry tomatoes, and then some chickpeas, which I end up actually just stirring in with the barbecue sauce. And then you just bake it for about like 15 minutes until everything is kind of crunchy and soft. So this pizza is so good. You can see it gets really thin and crispy when it bakes, and it's just the perfect crust. I ended up actually making 2 pizzas. My mom and I were making dinner and we wanted to have leftovers for the next day. So the second pizza that I made it circular, and I topped it with pesto, zucchini, poblano peppers, which I sauteed together in a little bit of olive oil. And then I chopped up some kale that I bought at that farm stand, and I finely chopped it. And I added that into the pan with the zucchini and peppers, and I just sauteed that all until everything was soft. And then when I was ready to assemble the pizza, I just spread a thin layer of homemade vegan pesto onto the base, and I'll link the one that I made in the description box below. And then once the layer of pesto is done, you just top it with veggies, and then you're gonna bake it for, again, about an extra like 15 minutes until everything is brown and crunchy, and that's it. So here it is when it comes out of the oven. I sprinkled it with some chopped basil, and you can see how thin the crust is, but it also is sturdy, so it holds a ton of toppings. And then I just sliced it like a regular pizza, and we enjoyed our dinner. We had some slices of the barbecue pizza and the pesto pizza, sprinkled it with nutritional yeast and pepper flakes, and it was so good. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!